guys, welcome back. It's time for Instagram challenge episode 3. So this Instagram challenge series is always so much fun to film, but also a lot of work. So it's actually been like a year since I posted the last one. Here's how it works. So I choose a theme and I post it on my Instagram stories, and I ask you guys to submit responses to the theme, and then I choose 3 of them to turn into an Instagram photo. So I've done 2 of these challenges.
My voice just squeaked.
So I've done 2 of these challenges before, and the first time that we did it, I thought the theme was so much fun that I wanted to just redo the same theme again for this one. So the theme for episode number 3 is anti-pet peeves. So I don't actually know if anti-pet peeves is a thing, but what I mean by anti-pet peeves is the opposite of pet peeves. So basically, if there's like a little tiny thing in life that nobody else would really notice, but for some reason you just think it's so cool and you love it and you're just like so satisfied. The example I always give for myself is when you rip a paper towel off the roll and it rips perfectly straight down the line and you just feel like, oh, that was so nice. So that's what I like to call an anti-pet peeve. So I posted on my Instagram stories and said, send me all your best anti-pet peeves, and I got so many great responses. For the last 2 weeks, I've been just looking through all of them and brainstorming ideas and trying to figure out how I can put these very obscure moments into a picture. So I'm pretty sure I came up with 3 ideas that will work. But before I get going, I am going to explain my vision for each of the photos. The first idea that I'm going to shoot was submitted by Liz Anderson 472. She said, when the strings on your hoodie are the same length. I love that feeling. It's really nice when everything is nice and even. What I'm going to try to do for this one is to get a like normal hoodie, but then I'm gonna put, instead of where the string would normally be, I'm gonna put a measuring tape so that you can see that they're like the exact same length. So one thing I always try to think about with these photos is what is the best way to tell the story. So obviously I could just take a photo of myself in a hoodie where the strings are the same length, but you're not gonna look at that photo and think, oh, this is about the strings being the same length. You would just be like, oh, she's in a hoodie. So whenever I'm trying to come up with these ideas, I'm always thinking, how can I get the message of like the caption, the idea across in a really clear way so that you can look at the picture and know exactly what it's about. So I think using the measuring tape as the strings will be exactly what we need. Okay, so the second one was sent in by Mary Got Married, and she said, when I finish an entire stick of chapstick before washing or losing it, which is extremely relatable. I lose my chapstick all the time and just like all kinds of things in the washing machine. The challenge with this one is the main center of attention and prop is chapstick, and chapstick is really small and not like that attention grabbing, you know? So instead of chapstick, I think what I'm gonna do is like a bright red or pink lipstick, because that will catch your attention and it's just like very recognizable, like a lipstick, because it's a certain shape and color and all of that. And this one I feel like I don't have as well figured out ahead of time, so I'm going to have to experiment because I've never done a photo like this before. But what I want to try to do is take the photo from inside the washing machine or the dryer so that you can see like the outline of the washing machine, and then I'll be grabbing the lipstick out of the washing machine. So if I'm holding the lipstick out like this in the photo, then it will be bigger in frame. And then the third idea was actually submitted by my future brother-in-law, and he said, when you solve a math problem 2 different ways and get the same answer. And fun fact, for those of you who don't know, I was kind of a math nerd in high school, so I thought that that was a really fun one and very hard to show visually in a way that's like attractive, I guess. Like I could always do math problems or something in a photo, but I feel like that's not gonna be cute, you know, and I'm trying to make this cute. I think that the magic for this one is all gonna happen in the caption. So here's the caption I came up with, and depending on how we shoot it, maybe I'll have to change it, but let's see. Something like this. Julie has been working hard all week from 9 a.m. to 11 p.m. Monday through Friday. Name 2 ways Julie can find the volume of the pool on Saturday, given that she drops 1 tear of joy per second and it is 90 degrees Fahrenheit. I might change the wording a little bit. I kind of wanted to do a pun with like a 90-degree angle and like 90 degrees outside of the pool. That's how the idea first started, and obviously that word problem doesn't really capture that. So I have a lot of like little mini ideas about this one, and I'm trying to piece them all together somehow. But basically I'm gonna do something at the pool. The only problem with the pool is it's gonna be hard to shoot it myself because I can't set the timer on my phone and then like run into the pool or run around the pool in 10 seconds. So I'm gonna have to get some help on this one. If you wanted to do a photo like this on your own, you could get a timer, but I just don't have one of those. But I hope it turns out. I feel like this one could be really good or really like, wow, you're trying too hard. So I'm gonna get started on photo number 1 and I'll show you my process.
But you gotta work real hard. I know you want it.
So I have this measuring tape. It's not gonna fit because of the metal on the end.
Guard down, and I said
It totally looks taped. I googled it and it really is only $2 to get a new measuring tape, so I think I'm going to be sacrificing this one for the photo. Subscribe to my channel so I can make $2 off of YouTube one day. Okay, so I might not have to completely ruin it. This is gonna be the worst part, to be honest, is getting this string back in the hoodie. This should be like pet peeve, getting strings back in hoodies. Okay, so now we're gonna put this string through my sweatshirt, and actually if I can get it all the way, then it's not ruined and I can still use this.
imitations and filled your mind with doubt.
Woohoo! Yay! Okay, so I'm in our studio. I have this pink backdrop set up and then I have my phone on this tripod here. So I'm gonna be shooting on my phone and I'm not exactly sure what kind of pose I'm gonna do yet. I have an iPhone 7 Plus, so it's kind of old, but it does totally fine with photos. So I'm just gonna put this on the 10-second self timer and just be running back and forth in front of this backdrop. So hopefully it looks good. Just added a pop of color to my lips and painted my nails. On Instagram, everybody loves the feeds that are like so nicely color coordinated and creamy and beautiful colors. But what I think a lot of people don't realize is it's not all just in the editing. Like, I think a lot of people think if you just edit all your photos the same way, then the colors will look good. But what people don't realize is a lot of that look you actually have to do in camera. So like, part of the reason that my photos look like they have a lot of pastels is because I'm actually shooting pastels. If you want to have consistent colors in your feed, keep that in mind when you're actually shooting, not just when you're editing. I think I'm all set and I'm just gonna try some different poses. I think this one will be really easy and quick now that it's all set up. Okay, so this next photo is happening at the pool. To be honest, I'm still kind of struggling with the concept on this one. Like, I think I'm gonna do, I'm not sure if I should do something to incorporate math more. Like if I should hold like a ruler or measuring tape to show like finding the volume of the pool by either measuring it or doing a cannonball. Like that'll be kind of cute, but I also just did a measuring tape, so I don't want to be too repetitive. So I'm kind of struggling, but hopefully, oh, I can't get this out.
You say all the right things when I'm hurting. You always pick me up when I am down. It's like you have a spark that leaves me burning. Yeah, you just have your ways to get me high. You make all my dreams come true. It feels right when I'm around you. We could break up and then make up. I always come back to you. You move me in a way never thought anyone could. You get me high. You're my drug when I am free.
Yay! So we got the pool photo done. We didn't really have time to talk to the camera, but basically what happened is I decided that the best like math caption to go with the photo would be something about calculating the density. So like seeing if the pool float would float on the water, and like there's 2 ways to figure that out. 1, you can calculate the density using math, or 2, you can just get on the pool float and float away. So we took like 3 or 4 different setups, and I'm thinking about doing a carousel with 2 photos where one of the photos I'm measuring the water with a measuring tape, like doing the math, and then the other one I'm floating on the pool float, and it's like, yay, both ways. You can decide that the pool float will float. I'm gonna keep thinking about the caption to see if that's the best way to tie it in, but I think we got what we need. For now, we are off to a musical, and then I will get to photo number 3 either late tonight or more likely later this week. Now I have to dry my hair and get ready to go.
And then make up. I always come back to you. You move me in a way never thought and on you. 'Cause you're the one. Yeah, the one. Yeah, you're the one. Yeah, the one.
Okay, I'm back. It's a new day, and actually you've probably noticed that I got my hair cut since the last time I picked up this camera. If you haven't seen that video yet, some of my friends chopped my hair and it was very nerve-wracking, so I will link that video below in case you want to check it out. It's been like a week since I took the last photo, and so now I'm back for the final third photo, which is the one about chapstick. Okay, so I'm actually going to use the dryer instead of the washing machine, only because it has the front-facing opening. And I got my jeans in here and this lipstick. Inside the dryer, I have this little tiny phone stand. So you could use a little tripod or just a book or something, but this is actually a phone stand that my dad 3D printed. So pretty cool, pretty unique. But I'm just gonna have this sitting in here. I'm gonna prop up my phone on that, and I'm just gonna use the front-facing camera so that I can see what I'm doing, and it will kind of look through this hole here. Phone will go right there, and I'm just gonna put it on the front-facing camera so you can see that it kind of shows like this part of the dryer, and then I'm gonna be right here taking the lipstick out of the pocket in the photo. Especially because I'm using the front-facing camera, I really need a lot more light in here because it's looking super grainy. Okay, this light is helping so much. So I brought this same softbox light that we just use for everything, and it's mostly aimed here, but it's just reflecting a little bit into this area, and see how much better the light is. You can see so much better. I still need to kind of make sure that the story is being told really well, so I might add in like other things that you would lose in the washing machine. So maybe I'll add like just some cash or some like a memory card. So I think once I kind of just like finalize the props, it'll look good.
Thing to me, spitting shade in the cold, it's just my bad temper. What am I supposed to do when the flame's going hard with my bad?
I just felt like something wasn't working, so I did two things. I made this more into like classic lipstick shape. I just took a piece of paper and like sliced the top of it like that, so hopefully that will help. I also put some on my lips so that the color will tie in. And then the second thing is, I just think this label like with the logo and stuff is super distracting, and it's taking away from just seeing the lipstick as like, oh, lipstick. So I'm going to just peel that off. I could post this, but I feel like the thing that's missing is the lipstick is backlit because of this light, which is helping to light up the dryer and me in a way, but the lipstick is so much darker than my face, so I think I'm gonna try and add another light inside the dryer.
I think I'm arsenic, but you don't mind that I'm toxic.
Okay, I've probably been working on this photo for like an hour now because I was just struggling, but I think I finally found the one. I decided to put the lipstick still in the dryer as if I haven't found it yet, and that's kind of communicating it a little bit better. I completely turned off that light and I just literally held this light in front of me. So I turned it on and then I just held it like this with one hand and then put my other hand in the photo. So it kind of looks like I'm hopefully holding on to like another part of the dryer, but I'm really holding the light. Now I have to remember to not actually leave any of this stuff in the dryer. The other thing that kept happening with that one was this half pony kept falling forward because I was like leaning forward for the photo. I ended up just bobby pinning it back so it would stay right on the side, and that helped a lot because I was getting really frustrated because anytime I like went to the right pose, my hair would just cover my face. So bobby pin saved the day on that one. Alright guys, so that's it. Those are all three of my final images for this round of Instagram challenge. I'm going to be posting all of those on Instagram with captions. So if you don't already follow me on Instagram, you can check that out below. I also linked below the presets that I used for editing and all the equipment that I used. If you have any other questions about any of this process, I would love to answer them, so just leave a comment below. And as usual, please subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. If you missed Instagram challenges 1 and 2, those are linked below also. All the links below. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and I'll see you next time.